So the other day I went to get my oil changed at the garage, and sometimes when the truck is up in the air, I'll stand around and talk to the guy and take a quick look under the truck, and I noticed that my fuel tank straps had split. At least the rear one had, but it was still kind of hanging in there. I ordered some straps a couple days ago, and they're due in today. And then on the way home from camping this weekend, we heard a rattle, 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 and this had come totally loose and was just rattling around underneath. But I thought I would get a start on the bolt, because the bolt is in quite a tricky spot. You really want to take the wheel off if you're going to get this rear tank strap off. You can see there it's just hanging and flopping, and it goes into a nut that is welded into this little box. And while I was loosening it with just hand tools, the nut came off inside. So I am now left to wonder, what do I do? I do not want to cut this bolt off, not this close to the gas tank. I'm going to try and see if I can fit a wrench inside and get hold of that nut and continue loosening. I'm going to spray the heck out of that with a penetrating oil again, which I'd already done. The threads are quite rusted. Vehicles in Vermont usually look like this after a few years. This is a 2014, so it's 11 years old at this point, but just be aware. This might be a good time for me to go through and paint up part of this frame with a little POR or something while I'm at it. Anyway, there it is. And so this is how I've done it. I was able to get a 14 mil wrench in and sideways and yarning down on it from below. I actually had to tighten it back up and give it another squirt with some breakaway just to make sure the threads are fully coated. I will be going out buying a new bolt and nut, probably stainless, so I can attach the new straps when they come. And there are the remnants. I fished this out. You can see it just broke the welds right off just using hand tools. Bolt actually doesn't look that bad now that I've taken it out. So if I can't find something similar, I might just clean this up, put some anti-seize on it. This is complete toast. I did save the pin. This won't even move anymore. Toyota. I'm gonna clean up this pin and reuse it. Actually, it came out fairly easily. Everything's gonna get a little dose of that. New straps arrived, and they look just like the originals, right down to the clip in the front, except this one actually moves. That one is frozen. This is bare metal, and so I am going to paint this up, and I'm gonna hang it up on some wire, and maybe it'll last longer than the rest of the truck will. Okay, the new tank strap is in place, and I reused the same nut and bolt. I painted the tank strap, and I cut a little piece of foam, as the other one had something in between it and the tank. While I was in there, I did a little painting of the frame, at least the parts that I could get. I did end up having to use a jack with a block just to get the tank up a little bit so that I could make this connection here. I didn't want anything that would puncture the tank, as it does not appear to be. I mean, I'm sure it's super thick, but I didn't want to just use the jack, as that seemed like too small a pressure point to put on something that holds a whole bunch of fuel. So I don't know if that's right or not, but it is in. The pin is in place on the back side, and this is in place here.